Hopefully my phone will stay closed up so that'll stay propped up. I just got done drinking some soda in my room. My son and me been playing Pokemon Go. I got some Pokemon characters, Pokemons that I didn't have, but I can't name them off right now because I don't have a way to name them off right now. But I got a few that I didn't have, and then I evolved this bird one, and I didn't have it, so um, and then I got this character that I forget the name of it, but I guess he's got like boxer gloves on and shit. He's really cool looking, but I guess I already had him already. But my son got him too, and my son didn't have him. So hey, Super Rainbow Queen. Hey, you guys, what's up? How are you doing, Just Miss Jenny? How are you doing? Thank you. Happy Memorial Day to everybody too. I didn't even realize it was Memorial Day today. Thank you for telling me. Mm, yeah. So, but yeah, you guys, I'm doing good. Um, and whatnot. Cool. Yeah, my man does the yard work here. He mows the grass a lot. Gotta keep it trimmed down because we sadly get snakes out here, so gotta keep that yard nice and trimmed down. Luckily, I've never seen a snake. I've come in contact with a snake before because I was going down the ramp one time and my boyfriend and his dad freaked out for me. They're like, "You just freaking went past a snake." I'm like, "What the fuck?" They're like, yeah." They're like, "You're lucky that you didn't get bit or something." And I'm like, "I didn't even notice it." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever kind of thing." But um, they ended up hunting that sucker down. So, but I didn't even see anything like that. So, yeah, yeah, I would have freaked out too if I saw it. Yep, yep. So, I'm pretty sure I would have freaked out too if I would have paid attention to what I was doing. But they're like, "You got lucky," and I'm like, "Yeah." So, luckily they saw it and went outside and everything. So, but yep. I didn't even see it. And then a while back, there was a snake somewhere, and they hunted that thing down and got it. And then there was one time or another that there was some freaking big ass spiders, not by me, but across the way from me, and my man killed some of those spiders because they were like big ass spiders, like the big ones, the big suckers. Um, so taking that my boyfriend's a Cancer of the horoscope signs, he has a lot of things that Cancers have with their horoscopes. So he's a very much protector of everybody. Because if you research Cancer signs, they're really protectors. And he's definitely that. He always wants to make sure everybody's safe. In thunderstorms, he's really into thunderstorms. And in thunderstorms, he'll make sure there's battery backups and he'll make sure everybody's safe in thunderstorms. So, how did we meet? We met off Meet Me a long time ago, and honestly, I didn't know if he was really my type when I first saw pictures of him because his pictures, I'm sorry to say, didn't really give him justice back then. So, and sadly, I was getting into a relationship when me and him started talking because he actually um probably most likely hit me up before the guy that I dated, but I ended up dating a different guy, and then Russell always gives me shit because he said that um, I like totally vanished out of his life for like a year, and it's because I was in a relationship. I stopped going on Meet Me and everything when I was in that relationship, and Russell said that I just totally vanished on him and totally stopped talking to him, and he didn't think that I'd come around ever again until we started talking again. So, but he ended up getting a hold of me on Instagram. He found a way to get a hold of me on Instagram, and that's when we started talking more because I went on and off Meet Me for many years throughout my relationships and all that. So I'd be on Meet Me sometimes, and then I'd totally leave Meet Me and all that crap. So he ended up finding a way to get a hold of my Instagram, and then he hit. Either I gave him my Instagram or he found a way to get my Instagram. I don't remember, but um, we started talking on Instagram, and then we got each other's um, Facebook accounts, added each other on Facebook, and then after that, we started talking on camera with each other. We had we had ways to meet before we met, but it just fell through and shit because of my kid and all that. But we were supposed to. He was supposed to give me vape juice at one point. Never got the vape juice, but before I moved to my before I moved with my family to the house that my family lives in now, I was living somewhere else, and I was gonna hang out with him then. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, but we wanted to hang out before we hung out for the first time, and we started dating when Karen was 5 years old. So, and Cameron's 8 now. So, but we broke up. We were on breaks sometimes in our relationship too. The longest we were on break for was like almost 9 months. So, but excuse me. But the first time we broke up was all on me. We tried to make it work out, living in separate homes and all that, but it didn't work out. So, and then I was having problems with my sister, and I really wanted to work things out with him. So he had me move back to get away from my sister, and my sister was starting to kick me out and all that shit. And he said, "Hell no, I'm not gonna let you be on the street." And then he knew that I still loved him, and so he said, you know, do you still love me? And I said, yes, I still love you. I want to be with you. I want to work things out. I don't have anywhere to live. And that's when he had me move back with him the first time we were separated. So, and that was all on me. And then the second time, we had a huge fight the second time. And then I moved back with my family. And then this is the third time around. So, but, but, his mom's told me yesterday that it was his idea to talk to me again and be back with me. That she made it sound really sweet when I talked to her about it the other day. She said that he talked to her and said that he really wanted to talk to me and that he really wanted to be with me again. He just didn't know how to do it and he was afraid to talk to me. So that's when he asked his mom to talk to me for him. So, and then she, asked me, she said, his job was really ruining our chances of being together because he was going to and from work, to and from work, to and from work, working long hours where he had no time to talk to me at all. And, all that. So, but the day that he quit his job was the day that we got back together. So it really proves that his job was just ruining our chances of getting back together. So, but, but yeah, so, and then his mom, I his mom hit me up and said, "How are you doing?" and everything like that. And I said, I'm doing good and all that. And then I asked her how Russell was doing, and she said, kind of like not good. He's stressed out. He just quit his job. And I said, you know, I want to be there for him, have him, talk to me, and I want to be there for him. I know that I can make him feel better about the situation of, quitting his job and everything. And then she said, "Well, do you want to see him?" And I said, I was so, like, my heart just dropped when she said that, that he want to ask me if I wanted to see him. And that's when you know, I told her I'd love to see him. And then then she said, I'll take you to Goodwill. And I thought that it was just going to be me and her. I knew in the back of my head that he was going to be there with her, but they wanted to surprise me. So, and I was so fucking happy because before this happened, I had a dream that we got back together before this happened. Like, probably like 3 days or 2 days before this happened, I had a dream that me and him got back together. And then in the dream, he was driving a white car that they didn't own, but both their truck is a white truck, so it makes sense. But yeah, and then I was just so fucking happy, and I prayed and prayed for this to happen, and I even made a video on YouTube before it happened, soon before it happened, um, that I still love Russell, that I wish we were back together, all that, and sorry, the dogs are barking right now. Stop it! Stop. Sorry. We have a lot of dogs. Here, I'll show you. You guys stop. Stop. Just because the other dogs are doing that doesn't mean that you got to do it too. Sorry, we got a lot of dogs. And the dogs in there are howling. And when the dogs in there start howling, these dogs start howling. So there's nothing going on over here. There's no donkey that is coming or anything. It's just that the other dogs started howling, so they'll howl too. So thank you. But anyways, like I was saying, I was so fucking happy, you guys. I even started freaking crying tears of joy when I knew that I was gonna see him, and I was so happy. And my sister and my family were so happy for me. They were really ecstatic for me. My sister's like, well, go get ready. Make sure you look nice and everything. Go get ready and everything. And then before I left, I mean, I don't know why I said asked. Before I left, I was like, you know what? I totally wouldn't mind staying the night with him because I'm like, you know what? He's going to be out of work. I can literally stay the night with him if I want to. So I asked my sister if I could stay the night, and she's like, yeah. She's like, you can stay as long as you want with him. So, and then, and then his mom picked me up with him, and he was in the front, and he was kind of like arching down to try to make it so I couldn't see him, but I could see him. Um, and I just told him, how happy I was to see him. When we were gonna go into the store, I gave him a hug. I gave him a hug. Um, I didn't try to kiss him or anything like that. I didn't call him. I didn't call him baby or anything like that. I just called him sweetheart like I always do. I made sure that he knew how handsome he looked. and all that. Um, and then I went in the store with him and pretty much spent time with him in the store. And then later on, like when we were hanging out in the store for a while, he didn't say anything about getting back together. I didn't say anything about to get back together. And we were going. I was looking at the jeans or something like that for myself because I wanted to buy myself some jeans because I had a little bit of money and I really needed jeans. So I was looking at the jeans, and for some reason he decides to pinch my butt, and he goes in back of me, and I think he gives me like a kiss on the cheek or something like that. And he said, I'm sorry for I'm pretty much said kind of like, I'm sorry things happened the way that you did. There's certain things that we need to fix if we need to fix, but I want to be back with you. I miss you. Um, and pretty much like I still love you. And pretty much just asked me back out. And I said, yeah, but I want us to talk through our problems and everything like that, certain things. So we started just talking about like certain things that used to bother us or whatever in our relationship before, and certain things that need to change our relationship and all that. And then as we were going out of the store and we're in the car, um, we were gonna go to some other store, and I said, "Oh," I told him in the store, I'm like, "By the way, if you want, I can stay the night with you because you know my family said it's fine if I stay the night or whatever." And then certain or whatever, hey, what's up? Then and then you know, we were talking and all that, and I don't know how it's brought up. I think his mom and him said it or whatever. They asked me if I moved back, and I said, well, let's see how the weekend goes, and then if the weekend goes good, I'll move back with you guys because I want to be back with you guys because my life's much better there. I'm away from my sister, all the drama, all the bullshit, and I'm much happier living with you guys. And I want to see, him as much as I want to see Russell as much as I can. And I know that our relationship doesn't work separately. So, um, as the weekend went on, as the night went on and all that, me and him watched movies together. We were having a blast. We were having so much fun. It was like the next day or whatever was going to be the first of the month. Like the next day I was going to get paid. So I'm like, you know what? I told his mom, I'm like, you know what? I'm really happy right now. I feel like I want to be here. I want to be with him. And I've made my decision that I do want to move back. So, so I told my sister, I'm going to move back and all that. And she was fine with it because my sister honestly wanted me out, like, a lot. Like, she was telling me that I need to find a new place to live, all that stuff. So, that's when I moved back in here with him. So, and that was on the 28th that we got back together last month, and I've been ever since. And time has flown by. Like this month's almost over and everything. Yeah, exactly. Me too. But this month's almost over, and um, you know, minus the time that we were not together, the time that we have been together in a relationship, um, it's been gonna be a year and 7 months. So, it's been a long time. I mean, we did have our our separation and all that times, but um, I mean, last time before this, um, I mean, we were broken up this time like almost 3 months or whatever, and it would have been a lot shorter if it wasn't for his job. So, but the time before this that we were together was 6 months, and the time before that, after before that break, before that, and the breakup that we had during that time or whatever he calls it separation. He doesn't want to call it a breakup. But the time before that, we were together for a year. Um, so yeah, but um, So, but we're happy. We're in love with each other. You know, I feel like I fall more in love with him each day. Like for real, um, our relationship's not perfect, but you know, um, but yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, oh, I want to show you guys the house right here. Hold on, show you guys little puppy. Thorndale, Thorndale, he Thorndale. And then here. We got a lot of dogs. And a donkey and a horse. Thank you. We got a donkey and horse too, so yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, if you lived out here and you live close by, I'd give you one. We have a dog that has puppies that are old enough to leave now. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, we got homes. So sadly, some of our dogs get pregnant. Sadly, some of our dogs get pregnant. So yeah. Well, we got a humongous property. We're planning on buying more land on this property too. So have a humongous property. I mean, it's huge. It's bigger than anywhere I've lived. It's a bigger place than anywhere I've lived. So yep. They just moved the house off here though, but the land that the house was on, we're gonna be getting hopefully soon, and whenever we can afford it, probably in a couple years or whatever. Planning on buying that land. Then we'll own the whole entire property, but we claimed the whole entire property though. So it's pretty much ours. So yeah, me and Russell are planning on getting our own home on the property. So planning on buying a like mobile home kind of thing, kind of like the one that we're living in now. It's pretty much the same thing as living in a house, but it's different, kind of thing. So awesome. So we're planning on getting our own home on the land that we buy, but my boyfriend also wants to get like a different um, camper too. He wants to get a bigger, nicer camper, and he wants to keep the other camper too. So, but we're planning on getting our own place too eventually, like our own nice place to live on the property. So yeah, cool. But I don't know. I just want a place that's ours. A place that's our own place. That's ours. That we can decorate any way we want. We can, don't gotta worry about a time schedule for certain stuff. It's different living with people. That's your family. So you got people knocking on your door when you're trying to be intimate, all that crap. We've had that happen before. We were literally doing it one time, and his mom literally knocked on the freaking door, and we had to get dressed. Luckily, we finished before she knocked on the door, but we had to get dressed as fast as we could. hmm So, actually, in my opinion, my health is doing better because my sinuses aren't as bad as they used to be. So think my sinuses are a little bit better now. But I don't feel as shitty anymore. So I think I'm doing alright. So um, mm, anyways. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm in love right now, so I'm in love. Definitely in love. Aww. Yeah, I was pretty unhappy living with my sister, so. Exactly, yeah. And we've had a lot of good and bad memories, not really to do with like our relationship, but to do with, family. A lot of things that just don't leave my head that we've been through together, as a couple over the time that we've been together. Because this isn't some new thing that's only been going on for like almost a month, you know what I mean? I've been with him for a year and almost 7 months, so I have a lot of good and bad times together, you know? So, yep. Stuck by each other's side through a lot. You make a lot of sacrifices in a relationship too. So, but, mm. It's funny because the other night he made me feel really loved and amazing because the other night I wanted to have a cigarette and he thought it'd be funny to take me and pull me around the house and pull me around the house with my hands like behind my back or maybe in front of my back holding me from the back and pretty much not wanting me to have a cigarette and being really clingy and adorable and shit. And yeah, he thought that made me feel really happy. And it's the little things that make you feel happy and all that when you're like, with that kind of stuff. But yeah, He did that. But I won. I got to have my cigarette, but yeah, he like tried to get me not to, and he he walked me around the house and holding me from the back and walked me all around the house, and um so he told his mom to slap some sense into me, but she didn't. He was just joking around with that though, but he knew she wouldn't. But I'm like, your mom loves me too much to slap some sense into me. uh, and sometimes with the dogs, he's like, take care of my light work. With the dogs. So, mhm. Sometimes I flip him off and shit, though. I'm a brat with him. But hey, brats get spanked more, right? It's more. Oh, shut up. But anyways, but uh, I backtalk him. Sometimes he'll tell me. Sometimes he'll say like, "You can't go have a cigarette," or he'll say certain things, and I'll be like, "I don't gotta listen to you. You're not the boss of me. You don't run me." I'll backtalk him like that. So sometimes he shows me who's boss when I do stuff like that, though. So uh, I told him a long time ago that he's too controlling, though, because that times he was a little bit too controlling with me. But yeah, we had a long conversation about it. Being too controlling, but sometimes he is controlling. But yeah, so I talk him a lot of times. I'm not gonna put up with it. Hey, sometimes it gets me spanked though. I sometimes say, I do what I want when I want, while I want, and as much as I want. He likes to feel like he runs everything, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of guys want that. They want to feel like they run everything. But I'm a back talking little brat, that's for sure. Sometimes I do say yes, sir, to him to make him feel good, though. Sometimes I will say yes, sir, just to make him feel good. Make him feel like he's the boss a little bit. Mhm. Even though he doesn't control what I do. He tries to think that he controls certain things, but yeah. He wants to feel like he runs everything, and he wears the pants in the relationship. He wants to feel like that, you know? So, and sometimes I'll boost his ego, telling him how sexy he is and all that stuff, and sometimes I try to sometimes I try to boost his ego. Because in my opinion, he is sexy and handsome and all that, but sometimes I'll flirt with him and try to boost his ego a little bit, you know? So, everybody likes compliments, and I still flirt with him, and he has this way of flirting with me too. So we still got that spiciness in our relationship. He has a different way of flirting with me though. He likes to tease me, and I think that's his way of flirting with me, is teasing me. So he likes to joke around with me and all that crap. He loves tickling me. He loves tickling me and holding me and having me hold him and um all that. No, I think honestly, in my opinion, I think the guy should wear the pants in the relationship. I think the guy should take charge, but that's probably also why I'm a sub with men. I like a guy to make the decisions and have more control than me, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I should wear the pants. I feel like the guy should take charge and decide things more than me. That's just how I feel. But hey, maybe that's why I'm a sub. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I use like the sub role, all that crap. Like all of the sub rules and everything. But um, I'm like a brat sub. You know what I mean? In the bed and all that. So, but I feel like the guy should have decision makings. I feel like it's 50-50 with decision making, so like you both should have more control, decisions and stuff. But make decisions exactly. But I'm like a brat sub. Like I like to be spanked. I like the guy to be in control in the bedroom. But with girls, because I'm bisexual, I'm more of the guy role with girls, but I've not really had any girlfriends. I've just done stuff with girls in the past, but I feel like I don't need a girl at all. I'd rather have a man. I feel like I've done enough with girls. I'm attracted to girls sexually and non sexually, but I don't feel like I need to get out of my system to be with a girl or that I need a girlfriend or any of that crap. Yep. But I feel like men are fully for relationships and I would rather be with a man than a woman. But I am sexually attracted to women, but I feel like I don't need to sleep with a girl at all. And my man thinks that just because I'm bisexual and haven't done everything that I want to do with a girl, that I need to get out of my system, but he doesn't want to share me. But he thinks that, I feel like I need to get shit out of my system, which I don't. Like I've not done certain things with girls that I've always wanted to do, but I don't need that. I just want my man. And, my man doesn't want to share me, but he just thinks that, that I don't know. so, so, some subscribe